Hi everybody, this is Elizabeth Cermak, Certified Master Coach from Your Highest Light, here every Friday at 11:11 to talk to you about how to attract more beautiful things into your life and how to live the more beautiful life that you deserve. So if you're just joining me now, hi Venus and Mars, if you're just joining me now, so good to see you guys. Please drop an emoji, let me know where you're from and what's going on with you today. Today we are going to be talking about success. So last week we talked a little bit about why you might be feeling iffy this time of year, and that was because there were so many planets in retrograde, and actually that hasn't changed. That's still happening, so you still might feel a little bit iffy, and that still goes. Also, on tomorrow, the 11th, there's a new moon, which is a great time to start a new intention, and it's also a partial solar eclipse. So welcome to the universe. There's a lot going on right now, so you might still feel that little inner turmoil, but when you get to a point of feeling good, you can really use this energy to catapult you into a new existence. So a new moon is a great time to start a new life, get yourself in a new direction. It's a great time to use that energy. Like I've said before, the new moon isn't going to cause all this in your life, but you can really use that energy to your advantage to start a new life. I have been getting the message a lot lately that it's time to leave some stuff behind, maybe some habits, something behind and to start something new. So use this new moon tomorrow for that. Also, if you guys aren't signed up, sign up for my free meditation calendar. You go on my website and you enter in your email, scroll to the bottom. I might have to go out and back in for my Facebook. I forgot to do that. So you go to my website, yourhighestlight.com, you scroll to the bottom, put in your email address, and you will get a free meditation calendar, 6-week meditation calendar from me. And the new moon starts tomorrow, so one of the rounds, it starts on a new moon or a full moon, and one of the rounds starts tomorrow. So get yourself in there, get your email in there by tomorrow so you can get on the meditation calendar that will start tomorrow, okay? If you already are signed up for my email list and you have not received the meditation calendar, please just email me, Elizabeth@yourhighestlight, and let me know, and I will get you on the list, okay? So today, last week, like I said, we talked a little bit about why you might be not feeling so great or might be feeling a little iffy or lower vibe, and that's totally fine. Hi Cynthia, hi Moonshadows, good to see you guys. Drop me an emoji, wave, let me know, send me a heart, send me your love. I'm sending you guys that as well to let me know where you're from or what's going on. I also wanted people to, if they had any questions about success, because really what I'm talking about today is success, and it's really going to be a short video today because it's really straight and to the point. I put a post on Facebook and Instagram this week about my husband because I think my husband should be a great case study. But no, I'm kidding. My husband actually has such a great attitude, and does so many of these things that I teach and that I had to learn. He does them naturally, so I'm like in awe by him all the time. So I put something on Instagram about my husband this week, and I had a response from one of my friends on Instagram, and I'm gonna read her response. I'm gonna read what I put up there, and then I'm gonna read her response. And this is all about success. And I want you to this is a really important thing, because I was just reading the book Like She Owns a Place by Kara Leba, and she was saying that how to be a successful woman is the #1 Googled term, or the #1 Googled phrase. So think about that. It's kind of sad how to be a successful woman, that we are Googling how to be a successful woman, and that we're not going inside and asking ourselves what success means to us. So wait just a minute. Hi Kazuki. Good to see you guys. If I'm messing up your names, I'm so sorry. Just let me know. Okay, so it's so good to see you guys on this Friday. Beautiful. It's beautiful out. I love taking advantage of the outside while it's still nice out. Okay, so this is what I had written on Instagram this week. I totally had an aha moment this weekend when I asked my husband about a time before he was successful. He said he did not remember a time that he was not successful. What I meant was before his online business was what it is today. So I meant really I was actually referring to a time back before he could make a living off of his online business. The magic was in his answer though. He never viewed himself as a failure, even when he had ideas that did not work. He said he has always been a success. I know for a fact that not everything my husband tried before his online business worked, but it didn't matter. It is his view of himself that kept him going. We all naturally gravitate towards success. My husband never listened to naysayers. He always thought outside the box. And when people told him he couldn't, he just didn't listen. He's still like this. He's a disruptor. He's a rule breaker. He said that when he worked for a company selling phone service many years ago, they told him he had to go to the customer's house to make the sale. And my husband asked, why not over the phone? And they told him because that's not how they do it. He didn't listen. He did it over the phone, and his sales blew everyone away. When the corporate people came to visit, they asked who their number one salesperson was. When they introduced corporate to my husband, a long-haired crazy hippie, at that point his hair was really long, really crazy, they were amazed. He continued to blow them away until he was too big to stay there. Not everyone likes a rule breaker or a disruptor. This got my husband fired from jobs too. But what did that matter in the end? He didn't belong in those jobs. And they did him a favor by firing him. Those were successes too. So start seeing yourself as a success because you are. You naturally gravitate towards success each and every day. Don't be held back by someone else's rules or the rules in your own head. You are meant to shake it up. Go beyond the limits. Be wild, be free, be successful. It's who you are anyway. So I wrote that post, and Moonshadow, Stacy Moonshadow Snippets on Instagram, this was her response, and she gave me permission to use her response today. But I love her, and I loved her response. She said, yup, I now ask back, define success. Of successful according to whom? Just because someone doesn't make a lot of money, have a university education, own all the material things such as a new house, new furniture, new car, etc., does not mean the person is unsuccessful. It just means they have the priorities that other than what Western society, commercialism, tells us what success is. Okay, so there's a lot to think about in my post and what Stacy said as well. And really, Stacy really made me start thinking, which I know this already, but she reminded me to start thinking, what is your definition of success? It's okay if your definition of success is to have a lot of money. There's nothing wrong with that. But a lot of times we don't realize what we're wanting. So we're not telling the universe, this is how I want my life. This is how I view myself as a success. We're just thinking about negative things. So the Daily a couple weeks ago put something out about failure, and they said that our society has this huge psychic, horrible, negative connotation towards failure. And there probably was a time where failure didn't mean necessarily what it meant today. We look at it as all or nothing, black and white. And as you guys know from my time working as a therapist and now as a life coach, black and white thinking, extreme thinking, causes anxiety and depression. So when I say the word failure, or when you think the word failure, how do you feel? How do you feel? For me, when I think of the word failure or think of myself as a failure, it feels like the end of the world. It feels like the end of the world to me. And that is because of all the connotations our society has given the word failure. It's really not that black and white. I encourage you to take the word failure completely out of your vocabulary because of that connotation that it has. Try to take the word failure completely out of your vocabulary when you think about anybody or when you think about yourself. In Like She Owns the Place, that book that I was reading, Kara Alwa Label says, success exists inside of us. Success is a state of being. So your success should not depend on getting that next client. Your view of yourself as a success should not depend on if you get your next client, if you make a certain amount of money this month, if you handle a situation perfectly. You are successful because you are who you are. You are successful because you have God's blood running through your veins. And I know that sounds easy, and that sounds a little bit cheesy and too maybe unattainable, but it's not. When you start thinking of yourself as a success, just how you are right now, it's going to change your life, and it's going to make you capable of doing more. Because if you're sitting around thinking of yourself as a failure all day long, you're not going to get anything done. Okay? So don't think that just thinking of yourself as a success now is going to make you slack off. It's not. It's going to actually make you be able to do more. So I'm going to give you a mantra to try. And I'll write this down below my post today. And the mantra is, I now see myself only as a success. I am totally unavailable to view myself in any other way other than successful. My success does not depend on anything outside of me. Success is running through my veins in my God-given blood. Success is who I am. Okay, so I want you guys to really start thinking of that. And I know I don't have to say this right now, but even what you think of as a failure sometimes, like I said with my husband, when he got fired from those jobs, those were actually successes because that was not where he belonged. So it's a good thing that he got fired. We all hear stories of people staying at jobs forever because they don't belong there, because they're just going with status quo. They're not breaking the rules. They're stuck, right? So start thinking of yourself today as a success. I'm going to say the mantra one more time. I now view myself only as a success. I am totally unavailable to view myself in any other way than successful. My success does not depend on anything outside of me. Success is running through my veins and my God-given blood. Success is who I am. Success does not depend on the money that you make. Success does not depend on if you're able to meet your soulmate. Success does not depend on any of that. Start thinking of success. For me, success to me is how happy I am. How happy I am overall in my life. There's no pressure to be happy all the time. But success to me is more of an inside job. Gabby Bernstein has a whole training called Success is an Inside Job, and that's so true. So start looking at yourself. Start questioning, first of all, am I seeing myself as a success? And if you're not, start with that mantra every day. Write it down. Put it on a sticky note, put it everywhere you can see it. So you start thinking of yourself and you're totally unavailable to think of yourself as any other way. Okay, so I hope this served you guys today. I'm going to pull a couple cards. Actually, I'm going to pull the fairy tarot cards first, one of those for the week. Like I said, there's a new moon tomorrow, so this is a great day to start that new mantra about being a success and starting something new and putting your life in a new direction. So I'm going to pull a fairy tarot card for the week. And like I said, you guys go on my website, go to the bottom, scroll down to the bottom, Your Highest Light, and sign up for my free meditation calendar. Go ahead and do that. And there's a couple other things that I'm coming up with soon. So there's a couple other surprises that I'm coming up with soon. And if you struggle with viewing yourself as a success, or you're viewing your mind, you're having a hard time with your mindset, if you're viewing yourself as a failure, or you feel like, even not as a failure, but you feel like you want some help viewing yourself as a success and doing things in your life to help you feel more successful, that's my job as a life coach. So you can always contact me, Elizabeth at Your Highest Light. There's a form on my website that you can fill out too to contact me. All of your information is always confidential. I do offer free consultations as well. Okay guys, so this is the card for the week. Oh, and thank you guys so much for your prayers for Prudence. She was sick this week. Prudence is my baby, and it was horrible. She was so sick. I took her to the vet, and they didn't really know what was wrong, but oh my gosh, it was just really sad to see a little teeny dog sick and kind of scary. So I appreciate all the prayers and good energy, because she woke up on Wednesday, I think, and she was just a totally new dog. She was running around, and she was so happy, so I really appreciated that. Okay, so I just pulled the fairy card, and now we're going to pull one of Gabby's cards too. Okay, so let's see, what is our fairy card? Aren't these cards so beautiful? These are just the back of the cards. They're beautiful. Oh, cool. Oh, wow, this is a perfect card. Okay, so we got the Major Arcana card, which Major Arcana deals with major events in our lives. The Minor Arcana are more day-to-day. So this is a Major Arcana card, and we got the moon, which is just absolutely perfect because tomorrow is the new moon. And this says powerful, intuitive epiphanies, letting go of worry and fear and understanding the truth of a situation. So I love this card. The truth of a situation. This is what I do a lot of times in my life coaching, is I help people to understand the truth of a situation. The truth of the situation is that you are successful. That is the truth. So this is about letting go of worry and fear and really developing your intuition and listening to that small, still voice within. Okay, so listening to that small, still voice within, especially starting tomorrow, make it a promise to yourself that you are going to start every day listening to that small, still voice within, and asking when you make certain decisions, ask that small, still voice, your intuition basically, what you should do. Okay, and then for Gabby's beautiful card, this is the back of her cards. They are beautiful as well. Hers says, hope is a conduit for miracles. So this is so true, you know. So if we look at the moon is kind of a mysterious card where it's not necessarily like the best happy-go-lucky card. It's kind of mysterious, makes you go inward, looking at your intuition, kind of going underneath some darker feelings is what the moon helps you to do. And so sometimes when you get stuck in those dark feelings, you're feeling not very hopeful. And so once you get that spark of hope, that is totally a conduit for miracles. Once you realize that, okay, anything can happen today, I feel excited, I feel hopeful. Today is not going to be like yesterday. I'm going to allow anything to come into my life today. That's hope, okay? And that's where you get the conduit for miracles. Okay, hope to have a different life, hope to be able to see something differently. Every day is different, you guys. It's so weird when you start thinking about that way. Anything could happen today. Anything could happen to make your life better and more beautiful today. So if you have that hope and you realize it, then you're going to be open to it. Okay? So 2 beautiful, beautiful cards. I hope you guys have a awesome, wonderful week. I love you guys to death. I will see you guys next Friday at 11:11 for Free Spirit Friday, where we talk about manifesting a more magical and a more beautiful life. And I got more exciting announcements coming up soon. I will let you guys know. This is my favorite time of week. I love seeing you guys, so I'll see you next week. And peace and love. Signing off. Prudence signing off as well. See you guys. Have a great weekend too. Bye. Enjoy that full new moon tomorrow. Bye. Bye, guys.